Gamers are definitely over Sony after they announced they're going to get rid of physical discs. And everything they post now, they're getting dogpiled on X, including an announcement for Call of Duty. And we'll talk more about that because the pricing is crazy for an old game. But, this is Activision. This is part of Microsoft. They're looking for maximum profits, so they're going to charge accordingly. But, this post from Pirate Nation said that Sony believes it doesn't need to stay in close contact with PlayStation fans because it trusts the strength of the PlayStation brand and the loyalty of the community. They went AWOL for like a week. They dropped the announcement they were going to get rid of physical on the 1st of July. They didn't post anything until I think like the 6th. And then they just acted like nothing was happening. According to the reports, Sony expects players to keep buying its games as the company moves toward a digital-only future. And normies probably will. If I'm being honest, they will. Actually, what's going to stop them from buying games is if the PlayStation 6 winds up being like $1,200. Then they're going to be like, yeah, you know what? I'm out. I can't afford a PlayStation 6. They also believe the backlash over ending physical PlayStation game production will eventually stop, and most players will eventually adapt to buying games digitally. I don't know about you, but these games had better be damn good to justify the predatory monetization practices of Sony, of Microsoft, of Ubisoft, of EA. Every one of these major gaming companies, these AAA gaming companies, is participating in predatory gaming pricing practices. I would say with the exception of Nintendo, but Nintendo ships half a game on a cartridge, and they'll brick your system if you try to modify it. So the whole scene right now, the whole industry sucks. I mean, just modern gaming sucks. Let's just full stop. That's it. That's the end of the video. No, we're going to talk more about the Call of Duty thing. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's more.clownfishtv.com for more Clownfish TV podcasts and video episodes you will not find anywhere else, including we did a couple this week. We did one on the situation in the UK where they're trying to force you to watch BBC content on YouTube. That's kind of crazy. If you go out to iTunes, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can listen to the audio version of Clownfish TV. So thank you very much for that. All right, so let's go out to the official PlayStation account. Incoming Call of Duty Black Ops and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 are now available on PS4 and PS5. Immediately. Fuck Sony. Incoming. This won't make people forget about your greed. Greed has no limits. For $40 plus a season pass, you all really stupid at this point. We're going to talk about the pricing. It's crazy. Physical media. Here come the Simpsons characters with the pitchforks and the torches. No disc, no buy. No disc, no buy. Digital only. Don't care. We don't want a revocable license. Save physical games. Incoming. Don't make me tap the sign. Give me back my physicals, you greedy bastards. They've already moved on. I mean, Sony has already moved on. They shut down, or they pivoted the disc factory. I think it was in Australia. And now they're making lenses or something. They're not even making Blu-rays. So then they put an ad in here too. Oh my God. Let's see. I'm sure there are a lot more comments in this. Yeah, there's like 9,000 comments. Let's see here. What's this say? Flex Strike. The wireless flight stick. That's what they were promoting when they came back. Always ready to screw you over. Tick on it. No disc, no buy. No disc, no buy. Greed has no limits. PlayStation Store. We at PlayStation would like to thank all the PlayStation boycotters that foiled. We just want you to know that we'll make PlayStation 6 the best gaming experience. We will port Black Ops 1 and 2 to PlayStation 6, and you'll have to buy it again and other games again because we'll be removing all the digital games from your library starting January 1st, 2028. Keep sucking dicks. Always love PlayStation. Yeah, pretty much. Fuck Sony. I'm going to... Wow. Okay, this is a threat. I'm I'm going to burn down your office if you stop producing physical games. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be posting that. I'm just saying. Not going to work. Try again. You shouldn't be able to call anything you're selling purchases if you're able to take licenses away. It defeats the purpose of the whole meaning of a purchase. Instead, you should change the purchase button to renting. That is true. No disc, no buy. No physical games, no money. Took Sony a few hours to win back the fan base. Dumb digital donkeys destroying dreams. Where's the physical media? Continue physical discs and I'll buy BO2. F Call of Duty. Don't want a digital pizza. I'll buy it if it's on physical. I paid for a drive of my PS5. I'd like to use it. Yeah, apparently they're limiting the number of drives you can buy now because everybody's trying to buy drives. And I think I mentioned in the last video, but Racer Revenge for PS4, Star Wars Racer, it's going for like $400 or $500 on eBay now because apparently you can use it to jailbreak your PS5. I didn't know that, but that's like the only game you can use. So now it's going for like a ridiculous amount of money. And it's like, oh my God, it was in the bargain bin, right? Like, well, I guess like they have a PS2 version of that. It was Limited Run Games brought it out a couple of years ago. But anyway, here's the pricing. Let's talk about this. It's Friday. I'm just like, I'm over it, man. And I said before, I am done with modern gaming for the most part, I think. I mean, I'm still going to play games on Steam. I'll still play Switch. I've got my emulation stations. I've got tons of consoles. I've got mini consoles. I'm good. I really don't need to buy the newest game. And most of the stuff I want to play that comes out that's new is going to be available for PC anyway. So I know it's the same thing, but Anyway, this comes from Kotaku. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 ports arrive on PS5, cost $40 each, and don't include any DLC. Okay, this is the utter state of modern gaming. Currently, PS Plus subscribers can buy both Call of Duties for half off, but that's still a lot for 12-plus-year-old games. Yeah, it is. Activision finally ported the Xbox 360 era FPS Call of Duty Black Ops and its sequel to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Yeah, how long? 12 years. That's cool, as these games have been playable via backwards compatibility on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S for some time now. However, if you want to buy both games and all their DLC, it's going to cost you $60. And that's with the temporary PS Plus discount. When that expires, the price doubles to $140. Last month, after numerous rumors and data mine leaks, Activision officially announced it was porting Call of Duty Black Ops, released in 2010. Isn't that the most, I think it's like the most popular. Is that still the most popular? And Call of Duty Black Ops 2, released in 2012 to PS4 and PS5 after fans begged for it for years thanks to backwards compatibility. These and other older Call of Duty games that launched back on the Xbox 360 were playable on newer Xbox consoles and with full online support, but PS5 and PS4 owners had no way to play either of those. That changes today with the quiet release of both games on PS4 and PS5, but fan reaction is mostly negative as people are shocked by the high price and lack of improvements. So they just dumped it. They dumped it on digital, and they're charging you as much as it cost back in the early 2010s. Call of Duty Black Ops is $40, but currently marked down to $20 until August 6th. Black Ops 2 is also $40 and discounted to $20 until that same date. And there's DLC, and season passes are going to cost $30. One of the very first comments on a Reddit post sharing the news that Black Ops and Black Ops 2 are out on PSN is a simple bruh. You have to buy the DLC again. And yeah, you do. Remember buying DLC map packs for shooters? Welcome back to 2012. At least these ports include zombies and all the other modes. Making the price even worse is the fact that from what we can tell, these ports are extremely bare bones. There's no added content, behind the scenes features, or new maps. No, this is going to be the new normal. We're just going to keep charging you money to rent the games that you used to own on disc over and over and over and over again. Simple as that, right? That's how they keep people subscribed to like Nintendo online, because you get all the retro games or whatever, and they'll make it, so you can't play these games. You can't just buy a used copy of Call of Duty. I mean, technically, you could buy a used copy of Call of Duty Black Ops and fire up the Xbox 360. We still have ours. It still works We never got the ring of death on ours. It still works. You could do that, or you could just pay them again. And that's what they want. They want the latter. They want you to pay them again and again and again and again, every generation. They said they really are just the old games slapped onto PS4 and PS5 at premium prices and nothing else. Reselling the DLC is so greedy and annoying, considering that it will split the player base between people who have it and people who don't. And it's not 2010 anymore, where this is the hit multiplayer game of the year and guaranteed to have lots of players indefinitely. Well, yeah. So a couple things here. Again, this is Microsoft, and Microsoft is hard up for cash right now. So they're going to just dump this stuff and be like, hey, just give us some money, please. Money, please. They should just make Call of Duty like Roblox. They want to turn Minecraft into Roblox. They should just turn Call of Duty into Roblox. Could you imagine that? Like, I'm going to do some crafting and I'm going to build a house and I'm going to go shoot a terrorist in the head. Yeah, reselling it is greedy. Yeah, some have pointed out these prices match how much the games cost on Xbox and that those versions also don't include any new features. That's true, but really this is such a bungled opportunity for Activision to win back fans and get some good PR. They don't care. None of these companies care. You're pay pigs. They don't care. And you know what? They're not wrong. They are not wrong. People are still going to give them money. Lots and lots of money. Normies are going to be like, Black Ops, I love Black Ops. I haven't played that in 10 years. I'm going to buy it again. And they will. This is just like I remember, because it's literally the same thing, you know? And then next generation, they'll do a slightly better version. They'll charge you $60, $70 for that. And then next generation, you'll probably have to buy it again and again and again and again. Rinse and repeat. The Mario Kart Tour, did you guys hear about that? They got rid of Mario Kart Tour, or Nintendo's getting rid of it, and there's not going to be an offline version of it. So you're kind of out of luck, I guess. Pocket can't, I guess the Animal Crossing game they did, and it was kind of an experiment. I mean, honestly, the mobile games are kind of an experiment, but people are pissed about that because they're like, I sunk a lot of hours in this game, and it's just gone, man. They said they could have had a port house to work on a slightly improved version of the games, bundled together with all the DLC and some crossplay, and then release those ports on Xbox and PlayStation for like $30, and people would have been over the moon. Yeah. Instead, Activision has chosen the worst, most greedy way to re-release these beloved shooters and made everyone mad. Good job. Yeah, perfect timing. Great timing, too. Again, I think this is true. To bring it back to the beginning of the video, Sony doesn't care if you're mad. Microsoft doesn't care if you're mad. Nintendo doesn't care if you're mad. All Nintendo cares about is whether or not you're pirating their shit. They don't care because they know you're going to pay up, or they think you're going to pay up. So are you going to pay up? I guess that's the question. Because if you stop spending money with them, if you turn the money off, then they're going to be forced to make some changes. But a lot of people are going to have to do it. And I don't think there are enough people willing to give it up willingly to walk away from modern gaming to have any real impact on these companies and their greedy ass business practices. Just saying. Gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.